Welcome to Yin Yoga. I am Grace. Yin is a restorative yoga. We move a little slower and we will hold the poses a little longer, and we'll be going into some spontaneous movements as we move through the practice. You can go to ecstaticyoga.studio for more information on our yoga teacher trainings and our retreats. Now, if you have a bolster or a pillow or a blanket that you can roll up, we use that sometimes, so it's always available for you. This is a time of restore, so we aren't going to be putting quite as much effort out. It's yin, so we're going to be going in and we're going to be creating a really strong focus of bringing our attention and our awareness into the body, inside the body, noticing the sensations, noticing the muscles, the bones, just bringing an awareness to our body, both physically and energetically, and diving and basking in that nectar of sensation within our body. Connecting and embodying the presence of our soul, our Atman, our inner being, the aliveness, the divine the spark of divinity that we are, to come and animate through this body more consciously, more mindfully. And we are going to begin by centering. So I invite you to simply close your eyes, get in a nice, comfortable seated position. Some people like to put a little cushion at the very back here so that your sits bones are more aligned. I enjoy just sitting on the ground personally. I sit on the ground in nature a lot, and there's often not a cushion, and so I really make this work, this position. And the spine is going to be upright. You're going to allow that natural curvature of the spine, just dropping the shoulders down and back. And sitting with yourself for a moment in breath awareness, bringing all your attention to the breath, just allowing it to be natural, and just watching it. And as you watch your breath, also be aware of your body, physical body. Notice where your legs are, your feet, your toes, your knees, your hips, your abdomen, whole pelvic area. Notice where your spine is in space. Notice the level of tension in your body or relaxation. Bringing your awareness to the physical body. Continuing to breathe naturally. Breath awareness. Relaxing that breath, coming into center, into the body. And take a total scan of the body completely, from head to toe, energetically. Dive in and notice the sensations. Just check in with where you're at inside your being, emotionally, energetically, physically. What's going on inside your being? And take this time now to set an intention for your practice. It may be an intention you want to set for your day. Maybe for this yoga teacher training. Possibly for your lifetime or this whole year. Set it in the positive and in the present. I am in the career of my ultimate dreams. In the relationship of my dreams. Set that intention now. And let's begin to move the head a little bit, just very gently side to side. Keeping that breath flowing naturally and rhythmically. And beginning to move a little bit more and a little more. Get your upper body into a little in your shoulders. And starting to move the head as you continue to go back and forth. Just gentle movements. Feel good. Noticing the muscles in the back of the neck. And the sides of the body. Noticing the shoulders as you move. Almost seeing that shoulder joint, that ball and socket moving. And sitting to slow down, and we're just going to do some nice gentle circles with the head, going whichever direction feels right for you. At first, we're going to reverse the direction a little bit. Just making some nice head circles, but going as slow as you need to, and you may end up stopping in certain places as you feel certain muscles that might want to be just caressed a little more with the movement. Fully present in the body, fully present into the sensation of these gentle head rolls. Noticing all the sensations. Honoring this neck, this head. And we're going to go the other direction now, taking your time and remembering you can stop at any time. Nice slow movements so you can feel the sensations. Keeping the breath flowing in your body. And maybe one more head roll. Come to a gentle stop. Beautiful. Coming to center. We're going to bring the hands to the knees. And we're going to do a few circles through the pelvis, pelvic grinds. So whichever way feels right for you first, just coming forward and over to the side. And nice and slowly beginning to come into the middle. Just letting yourself relax into the middle for a moment. You may even want to bring your head to the floor if you can do that. Don't worry if the sits bones come off the floor right now. We're just resting there and continuing your circle. And again, any point you want to stop, you can do that. Keep the breath flowing. Keeping the breath flowing. And before we go the other direction, just landing in the front body. Resting the head a little, and I'm just going to sway back and forth for a few breaths here. Right to left. Head relaxed. Feeling those shoulders. Feeling any sensations in the neck or the back, the legs. Keep the breath flowing. And when you're ready, we're going to start to circle around the other direction. Pelvic grinds. So you're just going to be rolling around, allowing the upper body to kind of follow that circle you're making with your pelvis and your buttocks. Beautiful circle. Just feeling it. Anytime you want to just stop anywhere, feel the sensation deeper, feel free to do that. I like to hold on to my knees at some point during the practice and just rock back and forth as I allow my back to lean back and relax because the hands are holding it up. Make some spontaneous movements in the pelvis, spine, flexion and extension, cat-cow, and finishing up. Couple more circles, nice and slowly, noticing sensation. Feeling the body, fully present in the body, grounded in the body. Breath is flowing naturally, flowing fluidly, gently. And when you're ready, coming up to seated position. And we're going to keep those hands on the knees. We're going to move into a little cat-cow in a seated position. A little bit of flexion and extension of the spine. We're going to move into our cow. Feel that tailbone stick out. Shoulders are back. Inhaling into our cow. As our spine extends, those vertebrae extend, and inhale. As they flex inward, all those little spinal columns. And we move into our cat. Nice rounded back, tailbone is tucked under. Exhaling. Inhaling into cat, cow. And just going back and forth at your own pace now, keeping the breath flowing, inhaling into your cow, nice long inhale and a nice long exhale. Feeling that flexion and extension in the spinal column, those vertebrae. It's really good to keep that spine supple and flexible and soft and healthy, like a young spine. Imagining the light around the spine, the energy, the vibrancy, brilliant whiteness of the vertebrae, healthy discs in between. Beautiful spinal exercise for vitality in the spine. And coming to a place of centered. Beautiful job, beautiful job. And I am going to be doing a little standing posture to begin with. That our body's warmed up a little bit. I hope you can see me. I might have to adjust the camera. I'm going to adjust the camera just a little bit, move it out so you can see me. So our first posture, we are going to be in yin. I'm going to take my socks off now. So I'm on the mat, standing. You can always put them back on for our savasana. I'm going to invite you to come into a nice wide stance. And this is yin, so we're not going to be doing a workout here standing. We usually are on the floor with yin, but it's nice to maybe start with a little bit of standing just to bring the energy up a little teeny. But we're going in. This is an inward. So we're going to go into our star. And as we go into our star, our feet are pointing straight forward. They're wide stanced. Arms are straight out to either side. The spine is upright. The energy is moving up the spine, up through the crown of the head. So you almost feel that head lift up a little bit off the neck. And you're going to tuck that tailbone in just ever so gently as we engage some of those loops. So we might lift the toes and feel the arches lift a little. Engage the calves, lift of the knee, engage the quadriceps. Tuck the tailbone under just a little so the pelvis is neutral. Feeling a lift of the ribs. And relaxing the shoulders down. Beautiful shoulder blades together a little bit. You're going to feel the chin come parallel to the floor and the head lifting up towards the heavens. And the energy is coming from the solar plexus, just above the belly button. And it's coming up through the core of the body, out through both arms. It's going down the core of the body, out through both legs and feet. And then straight up through the head and the crown. 5 lines of energy in your 5-pointed star. So I invite you now to engage the bandhas. The Mula Bandha is our Kegels. Uddiyana Bandha, bringing the belly in and up. And Jarandala Bandha, chin is in, tongue is on the roof of the mouth. Chin is parallel to the floor if you can. And let's breathe a few breaths here. Feeling those 5 flows of energy simultaneously. Feet are pressing into the earth, arms are engaged outward. You feel that head lifting up. An upward motion of the spine, neck, and head. You may want to re-engage those bandhas every so often. Keep the breath flowing nice and deep through the nose. Five lines of energy. Building the energy in our bodies. Let's take a nice deep inhale together. And on our exhale, we're going to relax the body and we're going to move into our goddess. We're going to bring the heels in a a little bit. We're going to bend the knees over the feet. We're going to come into this best squat that we want to. Arms are coming up and hands are either facing, the palms of the hands are either facing out towards the world, sending the world the love from your heart, or coming in towards you, sending you the love from your heart. I'm going to send you love from my heart. And the squat can be low or it can be really high. It can be up to here where there's very little effort. We're going to, again, gently tuck that tailbone in just a little bit, engaging those bandhas. Mula Bandha, Kegels, Uddiyana Bandha, belly coming in and up. Jarandala Bandha, the chin is parallel to the floor. Chin comes in a little and the tongue is on the roof of the mouth. And let's hold them all together and breathe. Begin to notice sensation in your body as you hold this posture. Knowing you can always come out of a pose at any time. We never force. It's not about striving. It's about allowing the body, the energy to build inside the body. Allowing the body to open. Becoming more embodied. Keep the breath flowing. And whenever you get to your next inhale, just rise up into your star. And we're going to exhale down into our goddess. Nice deep breaths. Inhale into our star. And exhale into our goddess. And we're going to hold these postures a little softer now too. We're not going to be worried about engaging the bandhas, just continuing to flow from star to goddess. And now I invite you to add any spontaneous movements. Make it a dance. Inhaling as you open the arms and your heart and just moving spontaneously, and exhaling as you come down and a little more inward. Inhale into that yang energy, however that looks for you and feels for you. And exhale into the yin, however that feels for you in the moment. And it may be different every time you come down. And anytime you want to stay a little lower somewhere, you can do that. Or even if you want to stay up higher for a little while. Try to create the flow and the spontaneousness. Really connecting to your body and feeling your body move. So you want to go slow enough so you can feel those knees bending. Be aware of the feet grounding into the earth. Feel the shoulders dropping back and down. Feel the hands moving. Feel where the head is. And really be conscious of your body as it moves and flows. From star to goddess, yin to yang, open to inward. And ending on the exhale as we come down. Everybody coming down, bringing their hands to the floor in a nice wide leg forward fold. You can adjust your foundation if you want to make your stance a little wider or narrower. And we're just going to stay down for a minute as we just rock back and forth a little in our forward fold, just ever gently. Noticing sensation, never forcing. If it doesn't feel right, we back off. Keep the breath flowing. And when you're ready, staying down, we're going to slowly come down, and we're going to come down onto our hands and knees in table posture. So the knees are going to be right underneath the hips, and the hands and arms are going to be right underneath your shoulders. And we're going to begin with our cat-cow to begin with, and get that spine, a little bit more movement in the spine. So inhaling as you stick the tailbone out and arch that back, let it drop down, the belly drop, and lift the head and the shoulders as you inhale. And exhale, tucking the tailbone, rounding the back. Feel your hands pressing into the mat. Drop the head and exhale. And inhale back into your cow. And let's go nice and slowly and really feel the sensations in the body. Keeping the breath flowing. Continue back and forth with cat-cow, fully aware of the physical body, where we're connected to the earth. Sensations of this cat-cow. Seeing that spine in your mind's eye, arching and flexing and rounding, extending. Dive into sensation. And begin to move into spontaneous movement. You may start with some circles. Spine just circling around. And all the beautiful sensations. And circling the other way. You may get to a spot in these circles where it feels just so really good. I'm going to stay there for a minute or go really slow, feeling that lower back. You may want to go back and forth and just beginning to go into our spontaneous phase of movement. Bringing all the attention inward and just moving spontaneously through your cat and cow. Sometimes in our cow, I like to wag my tail. Sometimes called dog too, just wagging the tail. Feeling the sensation in the body. Keeping the breath flowing. The breath doesn't have to so much coordinate with the movements now because we're just being spontaneous. Some people like to come all the way through into up dog, where we can lift our legs up, but maybe just into a high cobra or baby cobra. Feeling that flow of energy, moving the spine, moving the body. Feeling what we need to feel, and eventually coming into a child's pose. And we're going to rest in this child's pose for a few minutes, so we're going to open up the legs a little and let the belly drop in. If you want to bring a blanket to your child's pose, you can do that. If people like that, it's a little more comfortable. Just resting in child's posture. You can have your arms out or you can have them by the side. And just take some time to rest in this pose. Bring your full awareness to the inner sensations of the body. Basking in that nectar, those inner vibrations, energetic sensations, the aliveness, the indescribable mystery that you are. Bask in your inner being. Bask in the nectar, the ecstasy. If your mind begins to wander, bring your attention back to sensation. And taking a nice deep breath and coming all the way back up from your child's pose. However that was for you. A nice rest. And we are going to take those feet out in front of us. And we're going to move into some forward folds. So we're going to take that left leg and we're going to bend the knee. And we're going to rest the foot, sole of the foot on the inner thigh of the right leg. And we're going to bring that spine upward, lifting it up, nice and tall and elongated. Beautiful job. And we're going to find that hip joint. Find your hip joint. See that ball and socket moving. And as you begin to exhale, begin to nice and slowly hinge down in the hip joint. Nothing in your body's moving but the hip joint. You're going to feel a little stretch on the back of your legs. And we don't want to force or pull anything. So when it feels like it's just right on that edge, allow the spine to round and look in down towards your knee and the floor. You can bring your hands alongside your foot. And we're just going to rest in this posture for a minute and breathe. Noticing the sensations in the body. And let's flex that front foot for a moment while we go into sensation. When you flex the foot, it stimulates a little bit more sensation in the back of the legs. We can notice that and dive into that and feel it and appreciate it, enjoy it. As we embody our consciousness into the cells of the body, the muscles, the muscle fibers. Keeping the breath flowing. And see now if you can hinge a little deeper in your hip. Keeping the breath flowing. Noticing sensations. Fully present and grounded in the body. Your consciousness is grounded in the body. And on your next inhale, we're going to come up nice and slow. Beautiful job. And we are going to switch legs. So let that left leg come straight out. Bend that right knee so the right sole of the foot is resting on the inner thigh of the left leg. Inhale as you extend that spine. And begin to find the hip joint. Go back and forth a couple times. And the breath flowing. And when you're ready on your next exhale, we're just going to hinge forward at the hips. The only thing that's moving in the body right now, for me, are the hips and my lips. Hinging down. And when you can, again, flex that front leg, and when you get to a point where the sensation feels it's just enough, you're right on the edge, you don't want to force or push, allow the spine to round. You can bring the hands in front and hold that position and breathe, noticing the sensation in the body. If thoughts enter, bring your attention back to body sensations. And if you can hinge even deeper in the hips. And even relax a little deeper into the pose. Remembering wherever your body is perfect. On your next inhale, coming all the way up. Beautiful job. And we are going to switch over to the other side, but first we're going to do a little twist. So we're going to do a seated twist. So keeping that left leg out, we're going to take the right leg over to rest alongside the left knee. We're going to take this right hand and we're going to put it behind our back. Sorry. The right hand, put it behind our back. Sometimes I switch things up for people, but I'm not today. I'm not looking straight at you. And then we're going to take this left hand and we are going to rest it up against the knee. And we're going to inhale as we lift up. And exhale, we're going to start to look over the right shoulder. Inhaling up, extending the spine and the head, and then exhaling, looking over that right shoulder. And continuing to breathe and rest in this stretch. This nice twist. Bringing energy and vitality to the spine. One more inhale and exhale. Beautiful job. And we're going to just move the body back and forth a little after that twist, allowing the spine to relax. And we're going to take the left hand now and bring that behind the back. And take the right hand, taking a little twist and opening up the body. And breathe, noticing sensation. And release. Good job. And we are going to switch legs. Let's go into our twist again. So the right leg is straight out. We're going to take the left leg over the right. Beautiful job. And we are going to take that left hand behind us. Fingers are facing away from the body. Taking that right arm and pressing that knee to the side, creating a nice twist. Inhale upward and exhale, gazing out over that left shoulder. Inhale, extend up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, extend up. Exhale, twist. And breathe for a few more breaths here. Noticing the sensation in your body. On the next exhale, we're going to release the body. And we're just going to move back and forth a little bit. And then take the right hand behind the back, left arm over, and just open up the body. Nice stable twist here. And breathe. And then return. And we're going to do another forward fold. So the right leg is straight out, left leg is bent, left Foot is resting on the inner thigh of the right leg, inhaling up, and we're going to hinge forward. We're going to hinge forward, and we're not going to extend it as much as we need to because we're going to take ourselves and just start to move spontaneously a little in this forward fold. Finding the space that feels right. Remembering to never force or push the body beyond the hurt so good zone. And then you're going to begin to, if you can reach your foot, if you can't, you can start on your knee or even your shin and calf, and we're just going to give it a little massage. Massaging your foot, your own foot, you know what it likes. You get a little massage. Toes. Pads of the foot, giving it a nice massage. And it's moving up to the ankle, that ankle, that little Achilles heel there, a little massage. Beginning to move up the leg, giving your body a massage. More so than the massage, really bring your awareness to the sensation that the massage is creating for your body. Feel that sensation. And of course, this massage is a feel-good massage, so stay in the feel-good zone. Feeling not going into pain. You may feel a little knot or something, and you might want to work it out for your own self. Giving your body, your thighs, quadriceps, your hamstrings, and then a little massage, some touch. And I invite you to massage your body as though this is a sacred body. This is a sacred being. Sacred is the holiest person you can imagine. So whoever you hold as the Holy of Holies, you can massage their foot, their leg, their calf. Massage it as though you're massaging it for them. Beautiful job. And we're going to switch legs. So we're going to bring left leg out straight. Right leg is going to bend in. And we're going to inhale up and we're going to exhale as we hinge forward. And we're going to get to that spot that feels right for us and begin to do some spontaneous movements. Feel good movements for yourself. And you can flex and extend that foot for different sensations. Moving spontaneously. Foot, the legs, whole body. Noticing sensation, getting into the movement and really noticing the sensations and enjoying those sensations. Basking in those sensations, that ecstasy, that embodiment. Keep the breath flowing. And inviting you, if you like, to begin to massage the body, starting with the feet or the knee. And just connect with that body physically and with great love and reverence. Massage your own feet and legs and toes and knees. Bringing your full awareness to the sensations that you're creating for yourself. Enjoying that. Fully connected to your body. fully present. And you can massage your ankle. Some love and energy. Moving up, calves and shins. Just beginning to massage the entire leg for a few breaths here. Keeping the breath flowing, but keeping your attention on the body and the sensations that you're creating for yourself. Maybe a place you want to stop and give a little extra attention to. Spontaneous movements, you know what you like, you know what feels good. Allow your intuition to flow. You truly are massaging your most beloved. And finishing up, sending that whole leg love. Beautiful job. Beautiful job. Bringing those feet together. Nice little bound angle. Rocking back and forth. Creating some spontaneous movements here. It's flowing. Keeping the breath flowing. Fully focused to sensation and your body. Beautiful. And we are going to come to the front of the mat. And we're going to go into our spinal rocks. It always feels so good to massage that spine. And feeling as much as you need with those spinal rocks. I'm going to adjust the camera for a minute. There we go. And ending up on our backs. Feet are on the mat. Arms are resting on our sides. And we're going to go into a two-legged table. So we're going to, on our next inhale, we're going to anchor our hands into the mat and we're going to lift the pelvis up. Feet are pressing into the mat. Hands are rested but grounded. And we're just a two-legged table, so there's a nice slant to our body. And we're going to just allow ourselves to rest here. Feel this sensation. Our body is rarely in this position. And it's brand new sensation. So let's just bask in that sensation, fully mindful and present to everything that's going on in the body in this pose. Keep the breath flowing. And coming out anytime you want, we'll take 2 more breaths. Buttocks may be engaged a little. One more breath. And on your exhale, we're going to release down. We're going to go from the top of the vertebrae, upper vertebrae, to the lower. So all those thoracics, one at a time, down to the lumbar. And allowing that sacrum to relax and the tailbone. And taking a couple breaths here in this relaxation, diving into sensation. Basking in that dynamic energy field. It's expanding within your being. And we're going to go into a supported bridge. So this depends on how high your particular bolster or blanket is. I'm going to double mine up a little. And we're going to put it right behind the buttocks here and the sacrum. And we are going to just begin to rest the back. I think I'm going to open mine up just a little so my head can rest on the bolster as well. Still doubled a little, but get that rest. Perfect. And just resting here. Diving into sensation, and I invite you to bring the knees together and you can widen the feet so you're into a little more relaxation. Basking in the nectar, all the dynamic, brilliant vibrations and sensations within your being. The pulsating energy field that you are. Taking a couple more gentle breaths. Feeling the body, the sensations. And when you're ready, coming up, we're going to remove the bolster. Move that to the side. We're ready to come all the way down. And we're going to bring those knees into the chest and just roll around a little bit. And coming into happy baby, you can either just press those knees down a moment, or you can just go right into the spontaneous happy baby. Rocking around, kicking, moving, just being a baby. You may just want to stay here. Do what feels right in your body in this now moment. Noticing the sensations of happy baby. Realizing why the babies do it. Why they have so much fun. And feeling their muscles stretch. And their joints move. Getting used to the embodiment in their body. Become brand new in this body. Curious how it feels to be in and move the body. Having fun. And then coming into a comfortable position for our Savasana. If you need a blanket, put that on you. And just beginning to get comfortable. If you need an eye pillow, want an eye pillow, or a little bolster under your knees. Whatever it is you may need. You want to put your socks back on. Let's begin for a moment to just swivel those hips in our hula. So one hip is going to come up towards the armpit and the opposite hip is going down towards the feet. Sacrum is flat on the mat, on the ground. And the hips are swiveling. The sacrum is swiveling a little, but it's resting. It's not lifting up off the mat. And just continuing a couple hulas and a couple cat-cows maybe. And a little shaking of the hips, pelvis. Build up a little bit of chi for our final release of the lower back and some Savasana. And slowing down and then coming to a stop. And find your comfortable Savasana. You may even want your knees up. Sinking into the earth. Really giving the gratitude to the earth for holding your body. For the manifestation of your body. Every element in your body was once in the earth. We are earth beings, earth species. We are the body of the earth, melting into the earth as if we're one with it. Noticing for a few moments all the beautiful sensations in the body. All the sensations the yoga practice created for us. The aliveness. Feel the body relax into the earth even deeper and deeper. And we'll rest in silence for a few moments. Fully present to the body and all its sensation. Beginning to bring your awareness back to your body and your breath, taking a couple deep breaths. Feeling the sensation, feeling your body, moving that hips a little again, that pelvis and sacrum, stretching out, wiggling the fingers and toes, coming to one side or the other. A nice fetal position for just a few moments, noticing the energy shift and the fluids shift and the vibration shift in your body. Noticing this new position, how it feels different. Feeling the energy and the light all around you. And gently coming up to a seated position. And I invite you to go through a nice little body scan, checking in one last time. What it's like to be in your body. Noticing the differences from when you started the practice. Doesn't need to be any judgments of better or worse, just changes and shifts. Maybe your body does feel more open, more relaxed, less tight, be warmer. Taking a moment to dive into your heart and find that intention that you set at the beginning of practice. And I'm going to sing you a short chant, and we'll end with a namaste. A koe aha he ho, a koe aha he ho, ho. Hati oni ho, hati honde, hati honde, hati honde, hati ho, haya ho, haya 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 ho, haya 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 ho, ho, ho. I honor the place in you in which the entire universe dwells. I honor the place in you which is of love, light, truth, and peace. When I am in that place in me, and you are in that place in you, we are one. Namaste. Thank you for joining Ecstatic Yoga Yin class. You can go to ecstaticyoga.studio for more information on our yoga teacher trainings and retreats. Wishing you a most beautiful and most blessed day.